Test. Test. Test.
Hello, I'm testing my microphone.
Okay, sorry about that. We're back. As you see, we got the Washington Foreskins versus the St. Louis, formerly Los Angeles, formerly Rams.
Egypt. I think they originally started in Egypt, actually.
Well, they walk like an Egyptian.
The Egypt Rams.
And the Rams seem to outweigh the Redskins just a little bit on this game.
You know, but that's well, I guess the last game that didn't count. But in the first preseason game, that didn't matter whatsoever. The Steelers still managed to overtake, barely. But
Steelers?
Yeah, in the preseason.
Ah, yes, but this unrecorded footage, mind you. We're setting up for the kickoff here.
Conway excited to run back into position, not too quick to actually get the kick.
And somebody back here is horny.
That's Hornet.
Oh, Hornet.
He's French.
He's a French pervert.
Hornet.
Oh, he kept going.
Candidate demands for a recount because he is actually having trouble getting too far up there, but he did make a decent return.
Sorry, we're not playing in Florida, so there will be no recounts allowed.
Wow.
And the political humor starts. The handoff to Falk.
Falk.
Oh. Just overpowered by a little bit. They sort of stood there in place for a while.
Slower than Bob Dole in a right-handed handshake contest. Falk just, no, I'm sorry. I don't even care about the political humor, but let's see Warner running around.
Oh, that was pass interference if I ever see it.
Holt looking awfully disjointed about that. That's okay. Getting back there. He's excited. Gonna get it next time. Come on, Kurt.
Warner, hardly know her.
Never stopped you before.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All right. Falk making a major run. Gets the first down. Oh, deflects one tackle. Has to actually have a guy hump him in the ass to take him down.
Look at that shaking off.
And the only reason he goes down then is because he sees two other guys coming and he wants more.
And he grabbed him by the helmet. Almost got a face mask penalty there. And Falk with a huge run.
Marshall Falk, we need you to drop the ball. I don't fumble. That's the best commercial.
I'm sorry I missed that one. Williams.
No, yeah.
With a short gain. I don't know. What are they going to mark the ball at? Probably 36.
Maybe get some short yards. That's all right.
As I wait for the screen to come up before I say that. Well, I don't want to sound like Hillgrove. So.
It's broadcaster's intuition right there.
Big pass. Oh, Bruce is right there. All the way down to the 25. And the Rams are just ramming him.
He laid there for a blowjob a little bit after the play, but nobody came to serve him, so we're going to move on to the next down.
Well, the only reason is because the quarters are so short, and there's really not a lot of time for
this is
for
true.
blowjobs. Marshall Falk again shakes him off like he's nothing.
Everybody just diving all over.
Oh, he's in.
And he's going in.
Marshall Falk.
There's a happy man. He just laid an egg.
Looks like he just shit the ball.
It's awfully hard to swallow, but it feels so good coming out.
And there's Marshall Falk has received a penalty for shitting in the end zone.
That's one of those college celebrations that'll get you taken right out for 2 games. But in the NFL, it's just a penalty.
Would that be considered excessive celebration?
I think so. You just don't often hear, so-and-so Bubba just took a big
or
dump
excretive celebration, I guess would be the more proper term for it. Shit.
And so we move on to the Redskins' first chance to drive down the field and score, which isn't going to happen because right now they're sucking big time.
And their coach is at home bedridden with a critical groin injury. And
which I gave him. Thank you.
How? No.
This isn't that kind of party.
Oh, and they don't get the ball. He finally picks up the ball. When it's got 80 guys on top of him. Big tackle. Down to 25. So number 22 will take a medium return with a belch. And Jamie Farr is ready to rush in there and put on a dress.
And the one thing I notice about this game that's completely different from any of the other games we've had so far, or the one game we've had so far, is that there are no sexual organs playing on either team. Westbrook. Oh, my goodness. That's what happens when your defense just...
huge, and what the fuck is he doing?
I think that is actually the hippie shake. Of course, he's black and too young to be a hippie, but
Yes.
either way. Maybe that was the Black Panther shade.
So Washington answers right back. And the influence of Mikey is apparently in the building, even though he isn't. And that will be Jamie Fargan comes in.
In a dress.
Yes.
Conway once again lining up for the kickoff.
Hodgins is back there doing nothing, playing with himself.
One of characters in the
and they choose a better candidate for the job. And Hornet
returning, twisting, because he is one to get down there. He is Hornet.
Yeah. You know what they say about horny people?
No, what do they say?
I have no fucking clue. I thought
Okay,
you would know.
I just wanted to check.
It was more of a question than a comment. But Warner gets eaten. Oh,
my God! I don't think he was getting eaten.
That was the forced blowjob play. That was the smell my crotch.
There actually was penis going in between the bars of the face mask on that one.
So we've got an interesting game here, 2 in a row. And Warner's
still recovering from that blowjob. He's not full power, but Marshall Falk taking it.
Oh. What a crash.
It's flipped over backwards.
Wisely called by the did you call that? All right, unwisely called by the
less wisely
by
called
the Redskins.
By the Redskins.
And rushing 63 yards for the Rams. Total offense is the same though. Wow. That's just
Marshall Falk once again shaking him off, but goes for the early dive. Not quite getting the first down. I don't know.
And they call timeout again. Just aiding and abetting the Rams on this drive. 2 timeouts called.
The Rams with many more plays.
Marshall Falk again. Tries to shake him off, can't do it. What the hell was that? And that was 4th down. Yes, it was 4th down.
Okay, well, probably not the smartest maneuver by the offense, but it's the one we all would have done anyway. So, Audrey Fletcher, Davis not taking it too far. Davis
kicking my ass. Do you mind?
I'm kicking my ass.
And Westbrook with a short little return there, or
nothing real impressive.
Reception.
Again, was out of Vaseline. The play stopped faster than you would have thought. But
Johnson, shaking his Johnson, and then completes the pass.
Uh-oh.
And Irving Fryer appears to have injured his hand on the play.
Either that or he just really needs to do crunches right now.
Uh-huh. He was in a hurry. Of course, after that blowjob play, I must try to get somebody to the hand job tackle.
It gets a little crazy. Speaking of Vaseline earlier, we do want to remind you that you're listening to the Anal Network. Giving you football like no one has ever given you football before.
And he got football, but he thrashed it.
Stupid.
He was thrashing in the end zone. Couldn't pull that one in.
Corporal Klinger lining up for the defense. Trying to bust through, but, ever since he started wearing dresses, he's just not that big a pressure anymore.
Westbrook with the reception and the touchdown.
Isn't that his second on the day?
Second touchdown, probably. Of course, the first one was a lot longer. The 70-yard reception.
They did make him work a little more for the first one.
But this is a high-scoring affair. Last game came halftime, and it was 3-3. But this is an offensive rush here. Apparently, they're trying to run up the score. As you know, the scoring system for this year's tournament is a little strange and unusual, but basically the concept is if you can keep the game exciting and have a high-scoring affair, you stand a better chance of making the playoffs.
Candidate Hornet lines up for the award.
Candidate Hornet. I'd vote for him.
Oh, man. You have no idea. I think that would decide the election right there. Hornet
rushes over to get the ball. Can we see a replay on that?
He actually snatches it from the other player.
Yeah, we're going to go to a replay on that. That was more interesting than I recall. As you see, Hornet just charges over to get the ball. hit select to get that box off there. And then he just gets smunched at the 20.
Says all of a sudden, I am horny, I need ball.
Oh, God. Speaking of, we're going to have the, within the next couple of games, you're going to see the premiere of the Black Cock on the field.
Long-time arch nemesis at Notre Dame of the large snatch.
Big pass. Wide open, Hakeem.
Oh, my goodness.
Bakim Hakeem.
Excuse you. Bless you. Whatever.
All right. Got to wipe the microphone off there. These things are going to rust. And Irving Fryer has broken his finger, and he's out 2 quarters. I'm sorry, but if I break my finger, I'm taking the week off.
Yeah, going back to the snatch cock thing, they're back in college. They actually went to Notre Dame together. They shared a room together. They were best of friends right up until that tragic lawnmower injury to Cock in the senior year. By snatch, it was a complete accident, but Cock has never really forgiven him for it.
Yeah, well, when you get your cock ground up on a lawnmower, you tend to be a little less forgiving in those cases.
I'm telling you, they still call him the big black cock, so he must have had plenty to spare there.
Well,
just not the same head on him that he used
to the only problem is that the circumcision jokes that went around for that month were just really wore on his nerves.
Yeah, but it was great for his lower hairdo there. Anyway,
the fuck was that?
Warner gets totally sacked.
Warner?
That guy was actually sticking his head up Warner's ass. That was crazy.
Calls time out. This is a long second quarter. It's longer than the last game. 4th and 20. And he's going for the end zone.
Isaac Keyz expecting to play on this one.
Who's the black private dick who's the sex machine to all the chicks?
Shaft?
Damn right. Holt. And it's Holt's duty to please that booty.
And he does his duty well.
That'll bring up 9 seconds for the Redskins to try to do something. They may just kneel on the ball, or they may try to put it in like the assholes that they are. And they're going to try to put it in like the assholes that they are, but they will run the clock. No, they won't. They'll call timeout. Like
there.
Mother. There was Popies we saw. It foamed. Yeah. Where is he?
Popier. Well, he's offensive. Oh, no, he's cornerback. He should be making his appearance now.
Andre Fletcher. I think he was offsides. But he
interception by
with no time left.
Oh, man.
He was offsides. As we go down to Mr. Refman.
Whoa. I don't know what the coach was expecting there, but he laid back like a $2 whore, just stepped in the building, and he had change for a $5. It was crazy.
I think he thought the bench was closer. I think he was trying to, with those Coke bottle glasses that he wears, trying to sit down. He thought the bench was there, but it wasn't. And they're going to go for it again.
Just so thick that they threw the weight of his head off
balance,
and he fell
all
back.
up in Westbrook's face.
Sometimes it takes a man to take down Westbrook. That's all there is.
And there's a guy over there putting his hands up his mask. I don't know what the hell that's about. So we're going to go to the stats real quick here. Offensive, the scoring is all that's really different in the offense. 126 yards to 116. We'll see the passing yards for the Redskins is much higher. The rushing yards for the Redskins, a whole 1 yard. And 68, so well-balanced game from the Rams. We'll look at total yards. The Rams dominating, more or less. But scoring has been a problem, and we're going to hope that the Rams can swing it around and change it up come the next quarter. So we're going to go to the
This
kickoff.
quarter actually brought to you by KY Jelly. All the fans in the stands will receive their complimentary tube of KY Jelly to fuck Kurt Warner up the ass with after the game.
And here in Washington, you're going to get a lot of volunteers for that.
Pooch punt.
A fair catch and it rolls. He called a fair catch and tried to run it out. That ought to be a penalty.
That was kind of silly.
So
maybe it was the Rams that called it for a fair catch. We demand a fair catch.
The first fair catch play. You take a fair catch, damn it.
I'm going to kick it shitty.
So Davis not doing a whole lot. Retains that one rushing yard.
Once again, Davis Rhymes would save us.
And I think I just saw George Bush in the backfield.
Oh, that's
George W. Bush.
Herbert Walker. Bush.
Big run.
Davis
Gets
just
pounded.
not making anything.
It's a triple team effort from the Rams. And the offense for Washington is not looking all that good right now. Popies looking to get in somebody's face. Popies keeping tight with his man.
Oh, my goodness. Westbrook almost didn't
Still
catch
makes
it.
the catch. I don't know how he caught that. I think
Popies was diving in. He was all about the balls.
I think it was a load of bullshit, but then again, I'm just up here in the box.
Fletcher.
Andre.
Sorry.
Next. He's
Apparently
running the
we're
clock
not
down like the
actually
cock
doing anything
that
here.
he is. Now, they were calling timeout at the end of the last quarter.
Oh, this is taking too long. Somebody kill that silly bitch. Hut.
Somebody was looking to get in there.
Hut. Johnson finally decides to
Big
take the
interception.
balls in his own hands. Lights intercepts and
No, he goes out of bounds.
does a little spin move, though. That's what makes it all worthwhile.
It's the Jerome Bettis spin move. Spin, spin, round, round. Oh, it's very tasty fish. I'm sorry, she's dead. She will not be returning with us in dedication to her. Marshall Falk.
Oh, my. Bouncing off all the
Big-
defenders and just taking
He's at the 30.
He said, I don't want that
20.
10 yards. I'll take 30 more.
And he slips out of bounds. Running back comparison. There is no comparison.
All of a sudden, oh, my goodness, the Rams just vault ahead in the running yards.
Mm-hmm. If the defense can stand tight against the next charge, or unless they go for an onside kick, let's say this game could very well go into overtime, or the Rams could just flat out take it.
Again,
Keyz
Falk
into
is
the end zone.
unstoppable. That was crazy. He's just bouncing off everybody.
Marshall Falk not taking any shit, just getting right in there.
Looks like somebody discovered how to use the stiff arm. Arm, I said. Okay.
No,
Okay.
Cordell Stewart's not here. We don't have to worry about it.
Wilkins, one of our favorite birds, steps back to take the
What?
extra point. Wilkins bird, stupid joke. Green tries to run with it, but is immediately taken down within 2 yards.
So,
And now we come to the kickoff.
will Washington try to take advantage of this and put another touchdown up and pretty much end the game, or what will happen? We'll find out. Wilkins arm up, armpit smells. Big kick. This game brought to you by Right Guard. And there's the boot. He fumbles it.
He didn't even try. It just kind of bounced off his numbers, and he sat there picking his nose.
So Murrell.
I think I actually saw him get up cross-eyed. There seems to be a reason for this problem. Audrey. Johnson goes back, makes the pass to Alexander, who manages to fall backwards.
Gets
3
the
yards.
first down there.
Johnson, not exactly looking slim and trim. I mean, he's no large snatch, but he's got a good bit of booty packing on his front side there.
Baby's got back
And front.
and
That's
everything
all about
else.
Good overhang right there.
On the sides. And Collins, Jimmy Carter, along with George Bush. And Spiro Agnew. Good Lord, we got all sorts of ex-presidents out there for the Rams.
We tried to stay away from the political joke, but there are just too many candidates out there on the field.
Candidate?
James Alexander. I think he was somebody. Anyway, moving right along. Take another swig of beer from my safety cup.
It's a safety cup. Not to be confused with the safety dance.
We can drink if we want to. We can bring our beer in here. We don't have to worry about spilling on the carpet because the safety cup is here. I don't know. Anyway, moving right along. The play finally starts.
It was a strong attempt. And it's 2nd and 11. Is somebody going to call timeout, or is the clock going to be ticking away?
Coming down to the final minute here. There's no 2-minute warning when you have 3 minute
No, there
quarters,
isn't.
is there?
The 2-minute warning is the break between the quarters.
The end of the first play in the quarters through 2-minute warning.
And they're being cocks, letting it go down under
Jimmy Carter,
45.
he's just poised. He is ready. He's saying, I'm going to build some houses for some less fortunate people, then I'm going to kick your ass.
And he's going to make some peanut butter.
Look at him barge in there.
He's quite a bit blacker than I. Carter's looking quite a bit blacker than I used to seeing him.
Well, you know, it's all that working in the hot, hot sun.
Yeah. So timeout will be called. Brings up a 4th and 6. So they are going to get the ball back once here. And they're going to get a chance to make it pay. All they need is a field goal. This could be down to the wire.
Spiro Agnew looking to bust through that line and just take apart the punter, but it isn't going to happen. The punt is off.
The kick, and he'll take it about the 25, 26-yard line. He fumbles it. He picks it up. He stands up. He runs.
Around,
he runs.
Him, and he manages to get up and run. He's got the 50, the 45, the 40, almost to the 35. Got about the 36 on that one. That was the ugliest piece of dung since Neil O'Donnell's big run, but it worked. It worked out.
For those of you who watched the introduction, saw that classic Neil O'Donnell 100-yard touchdown. Saw shades of that here. 20 seconds left. Marshall Falk gets up a little bit.
Not quite as much bumbling on that, just too much stumbling, but he did manage to get a couple yards on it.
But so it'd be a long field goal, but they are getting into field goal range. They have one more timeout remaining.
What does that say? Offensive production.
Yes.
You. I guess that's
offensive.
anything done by the Anal Network.
Oh, he overshot his receiver. But with 12 seconds left.
His load was too strong.
Another pass play could be very productive for them offensively.
What are we looking at? 3rd and 6 here.
Yes,
but it's going to have to be a pass play with 10, 9, 8. The reception is made. Williams
7.
gets down to the 5. We're looking at a timeout situation here.
We got to let the clock run for a sec. Hold it. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Got the timeout called with 4 seconds left. Well within field goal range. It's practically an extra point kick. And there's Timmy on the line for us. Hello, Timmy. You there? Timmy? Oh, we lost him. Sorry.
Timmy!
Timmy!
Wilkins.
Remember that one
turn the tide of the game.
when they were trying to take Cartman's liver.
Oh, my.
Is it good? Is it good? Yeah, it looks like a 23-yard field goal by Wilkins. That will be the game.
Wow.
A last-second win.
Incredible.
And the Rams are going to get some severe bonus points for this game.
Well, the Redskins, actually, that's the father of one of the players who had to come in since the coach wasn't here.
Yeah, it didn't look anything like Timmy. Shh, Timmy. So, going to the stats here. Going to look quick stats review and phlegm. And we'll notice that the Rams held their rushing yards and passing yards. They kept them ticking up. The score 1-2. First downs about even 5-4 for the Rams and the Redskins. So you got punt return yards and kick return yards. That's an amazing 47 yards for them versus the Redskins 20. And total yards, the Rams just pretty much ran the fuck all over Washington in their hometown. And the Vaseline, the KY jelly received by the fans will be used tonight.
And we also want to mention that the fourth quarter was brought to you by Bar Whores. Bar Whores everywhere, making sure that people get laid for the price of a shot of Goldschlager. Also, there's going to be a free coupon on the back of each one of the ticket stubs where every one of the fans will be able to get laid by a bar whore this evening. Thank you.
And this is the Anal Network signing off for this game and reminding you that Cordell Stewart still takes it up the ass. He always will. So we'll sign off here, and we'll be back with the next game, which will be, I have no fucking clue.
My
but
ass.
We'll find, yeah, his ass and my ass and your balls. And all right, thank you. We'll be out of here.